Welcome back to the Big Show Nation Game Day Show. I know a lot of people at home are already just checking out #1 team in the land. There's not a lot of mistakes they put on tape, but there are a few, and I did not miss them. Take a look at this week's breakdown. All right, it's no surprise here for Arkansas to have a chance in this game. They're going to have more than a miracle happen, especially with this guy who's throwing the football, playing the way that he is. Now, that being said, there are some things that show up on tape that may give Arkansas a chance to maybe not stop him, but slow him down. You can see right here, Ole Miss does a bad job of keeping him in the pocket. He is very athletic. You can see the Ole Miss defensive end right here getting out of his pass rush lane, allowing Joe to get outside the pocket. He's very impressive throwing the ball on the run. Easy touchdown for the LSU Tigers. But take a look at this one. You can see right here, they all stay in their rush lanes, and they bring one extra guy for pressure. This time, it puts Joe in a tight spot. He doesn't notice this corner dropping off to cover that seam route, drops underneath it, an easy interception. There's a couple times on tape he doesn't do the best with his eyes. You can see right here, this is 3rd down. He wants to throw a slant, but take an eye at this defensive end. This is what Arkansas is going to have to do. They're going to have to throw in some very complicated looks at a defensive point of view and, kind of do something outside the box. Ole Miss did this all day. Would act like they're rushing a defensive lineman or a linebacker, drop him back into pressure or drop him back into coverage, and it kind of threw Joe off. You can see right here he wanted to throw that over route, but that linebacker we pointed out was underneath it. Interception. So like I said, there's a couple things that can happen in Arkansas's favor, especially when it comes to the RPO. Now, that being said, LSU has had a whole week to, kind of work on their errors against Ole Miss, but the quarterback for Ole Miss had a field day against that defense for LSU. Did a very good job of reading the RPO. You can see the defensive end taking the running back. He just pulls it, runs around the edge, and there's no one there. Now, why is this somewhat promising for Arkansas fans? Yeah, you can see him right there on your screen. KJ Jefferson. Yeah, he's actually pretty good at doing this whole RPO thing. Now, I get it. He's a freshman. I get it. It's LSU. I get it. They've had a week to prepare for this. But that being said, anything goes in this LSU game. Yeah, in the words of Mike Irwin, there could be some quirky things that happen here or there, but specifically looking at Joe Burrow, this is a guy you can't stop, but you can slow him down. He is best when he has time in the pocket. You can see Ole Miss, every time they rush 4, they would give Joe time in the pocket to pick apart the defense, but whenever they did bring pressure and stayed in their lanes, he kind of made some questionable decisions. Had a couple, had an interception. Probably should have had another one. So, Mike, when you look at, on a defensive point of view, with Chavis is concerned, what do you think Chavis should do today to kind of confuse Joe Burrow and make sure we just don't let him, run all over us and throw all of us today?
Well, what you're talking about is Arkansas's defense getting a little creative and doing some things that you pointed out would cause Burrow some problems. The problem is they haven't been that. They've been very predictable. Now, Barry Lunny says he's not going to micromanage his coordinators, but does he go over there and talk to John Chavis a little bit and say, hey, come on, let's do some things here? Barry said he's not going to micromanage them during the game, but the preparation part, coming up with a game plan, is where he hopes to have an impact. So hopefully he's been over on that defensive side and he knows these things as a good offensive coach, said, hey, let's do this, this, and this to cause this guy some problems. I mean, that's the only shot they've got.
Yeah, that is the only shot they got. And thinking about the offensive side, Barry Lenny has been saying, this micromanage. I think at some point, Drew, there could be a situation where he's like, oh, snap, I'm the head coach.
Yep.
I can make that call now. Do you see that happening today?
Well, we were kind of talking about it last night over dinner, and that is, does he throw in some wrinkles where maybe we see the quarterback perhaps even go under center a little bit? I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm kind of reaching there, but, when you look at it, I mean, I hate to use that phrase again, you got nothing to lose, but I mean, that's really the case here in Death Valley. And, when you look at it, I would suspect that Ed Orgeron would work with that LSU defense to completely key on Rakeem Boyd as much as possible, because he can burn you with so many of those chunk plays.
Yep.
Does that mean that things open up for a Devois Whaley? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And he also got to be able to throw the ball as well. A lot, like I said, to pay attention to in this matchup. So I'm excited about this one. We're about to go to break. When we come back, one legend sits down with another legend. That's right. I'm talking about our very own Mike Irwin sits down with Barry Lunney Sr. That is right. It's studio. We're going to have that when Big Trail Nation returns.